World Championships, you know, perhaps you're moving on into the under-23 age bracket or off to university or wherever it is that you might be going. It's very emotional.
Absolutely, all change for these crews as they come out of the under-19s. You mentioned some of the rowers heading off to the US to row for the varsity setup over there. So end of an era for some of the rowers, but also with some competitors here who will be back next year and the year after. One of our competitors, just 14 years of age, in one of the earlier races. We're back now up at the start with the final of the Junior Women's Quadruple Sculls. They're underway. The lineup here in Lane 1, United States of America, Lane 2, Switzerland, Lane 3, Great Britain, Lane 4, Germany, Lane 5, Italy, and Lane 6, Czechia. And coming through 500 metres, it's the Italian crew leading it out ahead of Germany. They're the 1 and 2 at the moment, just about ahead then of GB in 3rd place, with Czechia 4th, Switzerland in 5th, and United States in 6th, but just 2 seconds separating 1st to 6th. So it's going to be a really competitive race here once we get into the middle part of the course and they settle into their rhythm.
Yeah, the Italians here moving very quickly. The Germans also, you can see their meters per stroke is soaring up, but the Italians still moving the most quickly on the water. They've just not got quite as, they're obviously at a higher rating. They're up at 37 strokes a minute. The Germans down at 35. That makes a lot of sense, and we're approaching 800 meters gone. Italy have had such a great regatta so far. We've just seen them awarded the Coxter's fours in the women's side. Can they make it the quads as well? Both of the 4 athlete boat types, if they can hang on to this position, they'll be atop the podium once again. They're European champions in this boat type. Just one change into the crew here. Angelica Erpini in the 2 seat, a new addition to that gold medal winning crew from Brive, and they're leading out Germany at the moment, who just try and stick their bow ball here into the centre of the Italian crew. Great Britain going head-to-head currently with Czechia in lane number 6 for the bronze.
Yeah, coming up now with the 1,000 metre mark halfway through the course. We're just getting our drone footage back on track here, and we'll be able to get you the footage just coming through the 1,000 metres up on screen. You can see it's the Italians leading, but just 0.44 of a second ahead of Germany, and Czechia there with the 3rd place at the moment, but Great Britain very much within striking distance of that bronze medal. And down to the second half of the race here, the Italian crew still leading it out here, but Germany putting them under increased pressure, both of them matching each other for boat speed and on stroke rate as well at 35 strokes per minute. The GB crew up at 36, doing their best to stay in contention, along with the Czechia crew rating 36 as well. They're battling it out for 3rd and 4th at the moment, and they'll push each other on here and hopefully be able to make inroads into the lead that the Italian and German crews are opening up for the gold and silver medals.
Well, all 3 of these crews raced each other in the same semi-final this morning, where it was Germany that came out on top ahead of Italy, and then Czechia came in 3rd. So the Italians looking to flip the script there. They're out in gold medal position currently ahead of Germany, but still plenty of opportunity for it to change. The Germans still at a much lower rating there. You can see meters per stroke certainly playing in the favour of Germany as they pull up alongside, and in fact paying off here that efficiency as they now move into the lead and pass the Italians in gold medal position.
So interesting to see how things are going here in the middle part of the race, and that they are opening up just coming through the 1,500 metre mark now. We are seeing that it's the German crews putting on the push and taking the lead ahead of the Italians. Can the Italians respond and take the lead back from the Germans? Really solid rowing from the Germans, down at 35 strokes per minute. So they're doing all the work in the water here and dealing with these difficult blustery conditions. We've just seen a little bit of rain starting to come in now, along with the crosswind. So not ideal conditions for the crews, but Camilla, given the week that we've had, I think they'll take the weather we have today.
Yeah, this is certainly tame in comparison to what we saw during yesterday's racing. A trickle of rain, a bit of a blow of wind. They will be very thankful that it's not like yesterday. But here we are, look, the final few hundred metres now. We're approaching 250 metres to go, and it is still the fight between Germany and Italy. Germany have decided that they want to go early. They're still at 35 strokes a minute. They're pushing pushing harder. The power is what's pushing them past the Italians, who are up at 37. Germany now starting to lift a little, 36 strokes a minute in the stroke seat. Lea Hafka is the one responsible for setting that rhythm for the Germans, and just getting that direct placement of the blade into the wind is just keeping them ahead of Italy and pushing them even further away. But look at this race for bronze, Richie. GB and Czechia absolutely level. Great Britain at 38, Czechia at 41, but still nothing in it here between the two crews. If anything, Great Britain now starting to pull into bronze.
Yeah, real charge on for the finish here. Medals in contention, of course. The Germans now pushing on. Can they hold on to the lead ahead of the Italian crew in second place? They look secure for gold and silver, but the real push on here between GB and the Czechia crew for the bronze medal. Just watching the Germans, half a canvas ahead of the Italians, and GB just getting the better of the Czechia crew to pick up the bronze medal in third place. Czechia fourth, and then it looked like the United States in fifth place ahead of the Swiss crew in sixth place. Really exciting finish there again in the women's racing. Jubilant celebrations there from GB, knowing that they've got the medal, but really great rowing from the German crew, just coming through in the last few hundred meters, passing out the early leaders of the Italian crew in the last 500 meters, and it is Germany crossing the line there, taking the win ahead of Italy in second place and GB in third.
Big celebrations for our medal-winning crews. Czechia, heartbreak there. They put a big push in at the 1,000 and they were third through 1,000 metres, but they weren't able to ward off Great Britain, who clinched that final podium spot. The rain trickling down here, you can see on the screen just a few raindrops in combination with a slight cross-tail breeze still pushing down here on the course in Versailles, and this is, as we've mentioned already, the Olympic and Paralympic course for next year. We're just we're just under actually a year out from the Olympic Games, just over a year out from the Paralympic Games. So great to get some athletes out here of international caliber racing on these waters here in the under-19 realm. But we're on to our next medal presentation. This should be the medal presentation for the under-19 men's force.